Hello Galaxy Commanders and welcome to this video for Infinite Galaxy. I got a few questions about why I'm still using cruisers, why not frigates, frigate got buffed and so on and so on. As explained before, all warships have been buffed. Frigates also, they got higher damage but they got lower HP and so on and so on. So why am I using cruisers? Two reasons. First, I like cruisers. I do like the Cyclops. I do like the Prontous because they are all offensive oriented flagships. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, I'll show you an Excel sheet I made to give you a better understanding about this. As you can see here, I hope you can see it well. Maybe I have to zoom in a little bit. Let's go inside there first. I did calculate the damage output per leadership point for each of these ships. So I only did it for tier 9 and tier 10 just to save a little bit of time. And a tier 9 frigate without any buffs will give you 29.3 damage output per leadership. Tier 10, 32.7. If we look at cruisers, we do have 32.1 for tier 9 and 35.1 for tier 10. Cruisers, sorry, that was destroyers. Cruisers, 31.7 and 34.4. So if we compare first cruiser versus cruiser, tier 10 cruiser has a 9.3% increase over tier 9. So that's the first message I want to give you there. In most cases now, I think honestly in all cases, it will make more sense at the end to choose the tier level of your warship based on the flagship you use. So that's weapon buff, the skill 1 of your flagship. That increases a specific weapon type, matches the warship you are using. So that's my first recommendation for you there. And therefore, I am using in this case usually, as you will see, tier 9 cruisers. First, I can't build tier 10, and second, tier 9 cruisers do have they do have kinetic weapons that matches with Brontos and Cyclops. Best case scenario is that your flagship matches with the tier 10 weapon type of the warship you want to use. In case of destroyers, this would be missile, and in case of frigates, that would be kinetic. And for our cruisers, this is laser. We can take a quick look at the flagships in a minute, but that's only a side note. So now, why am I using cruisers? Destroyers do have higher output, that is right. But let's take a look at the chart that I made here. Let me see that I can get this completely on the screen. Here we are. So as you can see, comparing, let's say, tier 9 destroyers to tier 9 cruisers, I lose 1% damage. That's not the world. For frigates, it is quite a bit more. We're talking about 6 to 7%. So that is honestly, that's a lot. That's the reason why I didn't went into the direction of using Artemis. I was thinking about using Hades. The main reason I didn't was that I wanted to match the kinetic weapons of my tier 9, and this is where I can now quickly go back to our game and we can have a look at the flagships here. So tier 9 for Cyclops is giving kinetic weapons, and same for our tier 9 Prontous. Sorry, the Prontous gives kinetic weapons, matching the tier 9 cruisers. Now for here Hades and for Radamantis and Hades, we do have laser weapons. So this also matches with the tier 9. So both of them do match tier 9, not tier 10. I can't tell you why it is done like this, but that's what we do have at the moment. The biggest difference for me, as mentioned before, is that Hades is more, um, how to say, it's not fully attack oriented. We do have navigation speed here, we do have attack mixed with HP, then we do have navigation speed again with shield. Then we have range with attack. Honestly, that is probably one of the best skills you get. And then the last one is increasing destroyer attack and armor. Cyclops, we do have attack, we do have attack, we do have attack, we do have attack, and then we do have another attack. So that was the reason why I went there. Now I have to say, if I do compare these skills, we only get the first attack bonus while we are above 70% HP. Sorry, the last attack bonus. Um, the other bonuses, they are all there always. Unfortunately, now with the changes in the attack order, cruisers will attack frigates last. That is a little bit sad because of the cruiser attack bonus that we have here versus frigates, which makes them really, really quick to kill using a Cyclops or Prontos. Um, for scrolling down again, for the Hades, there is nothing conditional. So overall, I think the Hades right now is probably the better flagship. It has no conditions. The bonuses will work always. You do get a lot of speed, navigation speed, so that works for all ships um, in both cases. That is pretty nice. You do get the additional range for destroyers, which can also be quite useful, I think. But yeah, I didn't go this way. Reconsidering it, probably that would have been the better way to go. Um, First, destroyers now have the highest damage per leadership point, so that's a huge advantage. Um, Destroyers tier 9 do use laser weapons, so that's also matching nicely with the skill from the Hades and Radamantis. Um, so yeah, I think probably that would have been the better way. I do not see frigates to be top tier warships now, just because their damage per leadership got reduced or is not as high anymore compared to the other warships. Now, they are still the fastest warships in game. Using them with an Artemis will give you additional frigate navigation speed. Um, you do get additional armor on the new skill that we have added there, but you need to get it unlocked at rank 7. So yeah, you do have kinetic weapons on the Artemis. So if we take a look at our frigate, that matches again the tier 9. So in all cases, at least the kind of flagships I would use for the tier 9 warships does match the weapon type of them. So yeah, that's the reason why I didn't went for frigates. Um, why I didn't went for destroyers, it is something I probably should have done. Also, it would be better for the crew members. There are crew members that increase laser damage. We all know, let me sort them again. Um, we do have a legendary one here, um, where we increase laser and HP. Um, Molly Maya would be perfect. Also, she is tech, so I wouldn't use her in my crew setup where I focus completely on combat. And then, sure, we all know that we do have Helen here, also increasing laser weapons. So that would be two really nice laser-oriented crew members. And if I could reset my flagships again, I would probably drop in this case my Cyclops and Prontus and go for Hades and Radamantis. Um, is it a huge difference? No, it's not. It's not huge. I think you can get a few percent extra there, um, but it's not like you're completely messed up if you went for Cyclops and Prontus. Also, don't get me wrong, Artemis is still a good flagship. Frigates are still usable. It's not like you can't use them or anything. Honestly, they still got buffed quite a lot. They are much better usable in any kind of big PvE event because you're not only carrying all the repairs by yourself. So it's still a pro there for frigates. It's better than before, if you ask me. Um, so yeah, that's it for why am I using cruisers. What do I think about the other warships? Let me know as usual what you think about this in the comments. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, join us on Discord, and then I'll see you all on the next video again.